guys and gals. Welcome back to the Iron Man Challenge, Classic World of Warcraft.
Hello.
That is Iron Woman. This is the Iron Man Challenge. I'll go over the rules really quick in case you just happen to be joining me or you're not familiar. The Iron Man Challenge, first and foremost, is its permadeath. If your character dies, that's the end of the challenge. You delete your character. One of the biggest rules is you cannot have any gear above white quality. Only gray or white items. And as you can see, we're rocking all white items over here. Actually, some gray as well. Another big one, and a painful one, you cannot spend any talent points. We have 29 unspent. We have no talent points spent. We cannot have any buffs from any other players, food, anything like that, with the exception of what we can put on ourselves, which is aspect of the hawk or aspect of the cheetah right now. We can't use health pots to save ourselves. We can't use armor pots, scrolls, potions, elixirs, anything like that. As far as professions, the only profession you're allowed to know is first aid, and we've stayed on top of it. We can make mage weave bandages. Can't get into parties, groups, no trading, stuff like that. I think I've nailed it all. Anyway, this episode I've made my way here, as you can see, to the Arathi Highlands Refuge Point, and we are going to head over to this area because we have this quest we're going to be working on. Let's get the boy out. This is a pretty safe area for us. It's level 30 to 40, and we are currently level 38. We've got our Soul of Iron up here. We've never known defeat. We were just here in, and on what? Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe the shaman? No, we didn't make it this far on the shaman. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I may have been leveling off camera on Season of Discovery or something, perhaps. I'm not sure. Still trying to get that character leveled, but it's slow and painful. That's for sure. Hope you guys and gals are doing well. We need 10 winter bark tusks, 4 pouches, and a shadow hunter knife. Now, the shadow hunter knife is really the only thing I'm worried about, simply because to get those knives, you have to go into the cave. And sometimes you have to go pretty far back, and caves are not a safe place for hardcore challenges, especially if the mobs are yellow or higher. And they will be. So we might get lucky. There's a shadow hunter or two that sometimes hangs out at the front of the cave, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting to do it. All right, let's get started here. These mobs are green, which is very nice. It's perfect for us. We've got 2 on us right off the bat. Should be all right. Oh. Oh, she put a healing totem down there. I thought she was healing. Let's shoot that. Okay, it's gone. I thought she was healing her friend there. That would not have been good. The boar will not automatically attack the healing totem because it doesn't do damage. If it's a fire totem or something that does damage, he will get rid of it for us. So we'll find the medicine pouches off of the medicine men, or whatever. Everything else drops the tusks. And that cave is right back here that we will get a shadow hunter knife. And there's a chest here waiting on us. Very nice. Let's see what we've got in here. Let's see what we can't use. We can sell all of this stuff. That's not too bad. not too bad at all. I'm going to try to start saving some money up because if we hit level 40, we might be able to get ourselves a mount. Well, I mean, you can get a mount at level 40 in Classic, but only if you have enough money to, you know, actually afford it. Let's have a little drink. Right now, we have 32 gold. I can't remember how much they are. I feel like it's 100 gold or 80 something with discounts or something. I can never remember what it is. But we're quite a ways off. Stamina and spirit reduced by 17. It's 170 less health for the pet. So far we've got nothing from these freaks. There's a witch doctor. Oh, these are the ones that drop the medicine pouches. I think I said medicine men. Not getting very lucky so far. That's okay. It's a nice easy grind, and we need nice easy mobs to grind. Get some easy XP. We got some rested XP as well. I think we got 4 bars or so there. I feel like Hunter's probably one of the safest classes to do the Ironman challenge on. There's other classes that are really good. Warrior would probably be the toughest. Warrior has no built-in healing capabilities, you know. Neither does the Hunter, but with the Hunter you have a full-time tank with you. That works out pretty well. We have a slight advantage over Warlocks simply because we can wear leather and mail at level 40. Warlocks are cloth wearers, so they have basically no health in this challenge. Also, our pets are better as hunters than the demons that the Warlock gets. And if you're going to do that challenge, you're probably going to be using your Void Walker. I guess it depends on the situation, but having only gray or white gear as a Warlock and not using the Void Walker, you are not going to be able to take much damage at all. Mage is pretty good as well. Mages have some... With their frost abilities, it's easy for them to get away simply by having frost armor up. Because if they get attacked by something, that they're automatically slowed, the attacker. They have blink, frost nova, things like that. We are pulling here. Oh, he's netted, that's why. Is that for me? That's for the pet. It'd be fun to do it as a warrior, though. Benefit that a warrior has, they can wear plate, right? So they have a lot more armor, even with the white gear. And their abilities become fairly decent once you get higher level. I mean, you can't pick your talents, which works against you. But that would be a really hard challenge to do. Priest. Priest can heal, but I think that Priest would also be tough. It might even be tougher than Warrior. I don't know. Because you can't really keep mobs from melee attacking you. You do have your power word shield. But the problem with this challenge, and I've said many times, it scales up in difficulty really, really quickly because the mobs you're fighting have a lot more health than you because you're supposed to be scaling up with green gear or even blue gear, right? But that doesn't happen in this challenge. So the mobs become way more powerful than us. if that makes any sense. So here's the cave. That's a headhunter. Let's let him get a growl here, a couple of them. This pet should be leveling up any minute now to level 38. He should be really close. He is pretty close. So he drops threat when they get netted, so we'll run back to the pet. Put a wing clip on him. That's for me. Oh. Either we ran out of range or he missed it. This is where the shadow hunters are. They're higher level in this cave. But maybe we get lucky with a green one. There's shoulders. They're not better than our gray shoulders. Pull him out. Because these caves, there's usually a mob right here. And if it's a caster, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good if it was any mob at all, but it's usually how it works. Right there. It's a headhunter. See if I can get... There's a patrol probably going to come here as well. Come through here. There it is right there. It's just a green headhunter, so it's not too bad. We can't allow that. Ooh. I can't get into a group. I'm going to let him know in a second here. Just going to let him know. People don't really understand what I'm doing. There you go. Thank you. I probably should put like a macro on that. Here's a shadow hunter. Let's see if we get lucky and get this thing. Sometimes you have to kill 4 or 5 of them. It's not a super terrible drop rate, but it's probably 1 in 4, 1 in 5, something like that. Let's keep him off of me. Dots aren't good for us. I have no mana. Oh, that's really lucky that we got it. So lucky. We can just go out of here. You usually have to go much deeper into that cave. Yeah, I should probably like make a little macro with that text because I've been invited to groups several times and I just refuse, which seems kind of rude. And I'm not a rude person. All I have to do is explain to them what I'm doing. Yeah, it's pretty much the hardest thing to get right there. So this should... Oh my God, has my microphone been away the whole time? Man, I am so sorry if my mic has not been here. You guys probably haven't been able to hear shit. How far am I? 15 minutes in. I think it's not been at my face the whole time. I'm really sorry about that. I just happened to notice. So sorry. God, even a totem just completely wrecks us. Just got a green hood of the eagle there. Obviously, we can't wear that stuff. Let's have a little drink. Yeah, so sorry. I just wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't planning on recording an episode. I just had some decent energy. I'm going to rapid fire here because we've got 2 mobs on us. I'd much rather them do the healing totem than an actual heal. Way easier to deal with. Yeah, he just leveled up there, which is lovely. But he doesn't have any new abilities until level 40. But still, he gets a little extra health there. Got the good old Stranglethorn Vale music here. It's what I always associate this music with. Give him a piece of cheese since he just leveled up. He's a good boy. I've got some sparkling water, like little flavored zero sugar sparkling water. It's not too bad. I'm really not a fan of sparkling water, but this stuff's pretty decent. Got a couple of different flavors. This one is kiwi strawberry. How far are we off on our two-handed axe skill here? We're 8 points away from the cap. Let's do some melee. We truck with this axe when we crit with it. But as you see, it's super slow. Been playing New World. Really enjoying that game. I love the fact that you can use any weapon. There's no skill. You don't have to train the weapon up. And what's interesting about that game is your weapon determines kind of what your playstyle, whether you're casting or meleeing or ranged. I really like that. It's a great system. Like just not having to level a weapon up, that's what I'm used to. It's so punishing, honestly. It's punishing and frustrating, which shouldn't really be a thing in a game. But I think Blizzard did that as a time-gating thing. I don't know, but it's nice not having to do it. Fishing is also great. If you are a World of Warcraft fan and you've never played... Well, that's for me. Oh, he missed it. If you're a World of Warcraft fan and you've never played New World, you probably will enjoy it. It's a little bit overwhelming with the amount of things to do and the systems, but it's very, very satisfying. The game is. It looks amazing. The combat is really interesting. The sounds are incredible. Combat sounds. The harvesting sounds, really, really good. Well, he's pretty low. Let's take care of him. I'm not really paying attention to his health. That's the problem when we melee. He takes a lot more punishment. Well, he just takes longer amounts of punishment, which, you know, it's not good for his health. So he'll attack that one. Here's our first pouch. Looks like the 14-slot bag. I think that's what they look like. Oh, and actually, it's the backpack. It's the icon for the backpack, it looks like. I never really noticed that before. Blizzard reuses a lot of icons. I mean, they have a ton of them, but they reuse a lot of them. I used to make icons. It was a hobby. Bitmap with paint. way back a long time ago. Talking Windows 95. I started using Windows in Windows 3.11, but I also used DOS. There's different versions of DOS. But I used to work command line like that. No. It's not like it's Unix or anything, but still. And in the beginning, I remember installing Windows 95 with floppy disks. It took like 12 floppy disks or something like that. The 3.5-inch disks. 1.44 megabyte on each disk. Before CD-ROMs were prevalent. And I remember playing video games on 5.25 floppy disks, the really thin ones that were literally, they were floppy. Wish I still had some of those things, but all those old systems have disappeared. I don't know what I did with all of them. It's kind of incredible that they could make some pretty decent games with that little bit of space. Yeah, but Windows 95 was, you know, it's nothing. Windows systems are completely different animals with security. All right, we just need one more tusk. Windows 95, Windows 98, you couldn't do anything without having to restart the computer. You made any kind of change, especially a system change, you're going to have to restart the computer. It's just a fact of life. All right, there's our tusk. There's a witch doctor. Let's bring him back a little ways, see if we can get our 3 pouches here. Off camera, I went to Booty Bay for a quest. There's a lot of flying. And I picked up some quests in Booty Bay. We will be going back to Stranglethorn Vale pretty soon, actually. Yeah, this northern part is a really good area for us to be in. Let's see if we can target these medicine or witch doctors, whatever they are. I called the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, ooh, ah, ee, wing, wang, walla, walla, wing, wang. It's a song. Kind of a funny-ass song. used to have these albums as kids. I don't know where they came from. I guess my mom or whoever got them. You listen to them on a record player. They were called Funny Bone, like the name of the records. And they just had like all these weird songs. Like the one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater and the Monster Mash. All these really, really super cool but super strange songs. What I dislike, multi-shot doesn't hit totems. I've tried it. Doesn't matter if it's a totem you can attack or not. In Classic, it will not hit. You can't take it out with your multi-shot. For you hunters out there in Season of Discovery, there is a rune you get in this lake. It's a huge fish. It's not an elite or anything. I think it's called something spine or something needle or something. You can get a rune in there. But you probably know that because you're probably using Questy and they're all marked on the map and stuff. Do these freaks carry? Probably staffs. I've not been paying attention to what they carry. There's one. Yeah, they carry staves. Or staves, I guess you could say. Let's drag him over here. Like a shillelagh. I think that's a thing. I don't know if that's a walking stick or a weapon or something else. But it just popped into my mind. That's what it was. Or that's what it looks like. What are you? You are what I need. But you're not. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Got to get the headlights changed on my Camaro, man. I installed these blue lights on it. Now they look nice, but good God, are they shit, man. I cannot. You basically can't see the road. And as a matter of fact, whenever anybody has ever gotten into that car at night, every time they go, hey, you need to turn your lights on. Like, you literally can barely see the road, and it's been like that for years now. I really have to change them. I used to have the original, the OEMs, but I don't know what I did with them. But I need to get them replaced. It's a problem. Driving that fucking car at night. So much I need to do on that car, man. So much. I got a big hole in the hood that I literally have silver duct taped because I couldn't get the hood open. It's the only way to get it open was to cut the hood, unfortunately. That needs to be fiberglassed and redone. The entire top, the hood, the back, the clear coat has come off. It looks horrible. But more than anything, I've got a head gasket leak in it, which is a major, major problem. I've complained about it lots on the channel. That happened after a major overheat on the car. I'd lost the water pump in the car. It went bad, and I didn't know what it was. And by the time I realized the car was overheating, it was in the red. And best case scenario there is the gasket between the cylinder head and the engine block is damaged. And it's venting extremely hot exhaust gas into the coolant system. Worst case scenario is it got so hot that it warped. Like the metal literally warped. If that's the case, you have to replace either the block or the cylinder head or like resurface them and grind them down. Minimum of $3,000 for that car probably, and I don't have $3,000. I don't have $1,000. I don't have any of it. But I was looking at headlights, and you can get all these different types of headlights for that 4th gen Camaro, and it's such a beautiful car. The 97 SS Camaro, it's the 97 is the last year before they went to the rounded fronts a little bit. The headlights are different on the Camaros. A couple of things are different on the 98s and forward. But they're beautiful, beautiful cars. But every time I see, every time I'm in the car or see it, I want to restore it. I want to get it back to cherry condition, which means it would need to be repainted. But before I do anything cosmetic, I have to do the major stuff. Like, there's no sense of having a great paint job on a car if the car can literally overheat and break down on you, But it's hard saving money, especially when you're not working. Haven't been working in a bit. Having a lot of trouble finding a job. Hopefully it'll work out. Oh, here's the wrecking crew over here. They spawn down here at the this farm. Yeah, they spawn right here is the spawn point, in case you're wondering. They walk all the way through here into Hillsbrad, all the way up here, and they walk down this way. So if you're ever looking for the Slay This Courier, you can start at one place or the other. I would actually suggest starting in Terran Mill because of the way that they walk, but it really depends. I mean, you could get unlucky. But if you've been up and down the road and you're not seeing them, this is where the spawn point is. You can just camp there, and you'll actually see them pop up down there. But yeah, that's the spawn point, the Goshek farm. There are other quests here we might be able to do. There's quests down here at Faldir's Cove, but I don't really fancy doing them because I think most of them involve water, being underwater, and definitely not doing that. All right, let's turn this in. Probably wrap it up. Got some decent XP there. We should level up next episode. And then we're just one away from 40, man.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. Be careful. Light bless you.
Got a decent amount there. Let's do a little sell here.
I've the finest wires in the land.
Oh, I know you do, brother. Sell all of this junk. We want to save all of this. We can give the pet this wild hog shank. There you are. Have 2 of them.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Keep yours on the ground, brother. All right, I guess that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for hanging out for a little bit. You guys and gals take care. Iron Woman and myself will catch you in tomorrow's episode.
Till we meet again.
Peace.